opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Eagles, 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch the eye.
Hurts. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 15-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Eckler. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Hey, check right there. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, Butler complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 54, Mike 54. Nice, sweetheart.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Kill.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now a dump off here complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing is Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Here we go. 80. 65, 65. It's just me and you. Go. 28. Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
40-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Shoot. Hey, alert 3.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard line.
Check Mike 54. I'm here all day.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
At the 3-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo lets it go for Nelson. He's got a man, complete. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 97 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 14 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their body.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Samuel bringing in the slant. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Rager. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Rager in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Is good.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
15. And the 49er first down.
Here is Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
4-yard line.
Second and 12.
Wait.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Hurts. This is Butler making the catch. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Garoppolo now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Running on first down, Eckler. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to fight defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's complete to Butler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. On first down, Garoppolo looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman, you play the run. Lineman.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Is good.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
49ers.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Another run here with Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1 more yards. That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Yo, Mike, check 33. 33. Ready? Check 33.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 49ers' 13-yard line.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Here's Hurts to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
21. Hey, gun. Let's go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Garoppolo on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll run here with Eckler. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove